No,
Another thing.
because I just said it too, Slash.
Okay, well.
Another thing that makes me laugh is, I think, personally, I don't think it'd be that easy to give me a boner while I'm asleep, so I think that...
Well,
what if she
amount of work.
spiked you? She spiked you with Viagra.
She could have done that.
That's a bit weird.
I don't know if she was planning on it. Like,
That's the point where it gets weird for you? Yeah, because this would have to be some premeditated thing. Like, this ain't like... You don't just, like, fucking come up with this while you're sitting there one night. Like, yeah, do that. Like, you know, that's something you think about.
I don't know.
Well, yeah, you might.
You might, but you probably wouldn't act on it then.
Sure you would. It'd be easier to act on it then.
You'd have to be a very impulsive
I was
person
awake.
to do that. Like, you'd have to be really impulsive.
Well,
Yeah.
it's awake.
Viagra takes like 20 to 30 minutes to take effect.
Yeah, I feel like you'd notice that too. Unless you, like, slipped it in some water right before you went to bed.
Yeah. Like your glass of milk. Your warm glass of milk before you,
Who really,
go
does
bed
people
eat
really
bed.
do that? I thought that was some...
I drink tea before I go to bed.
I thought that was some Hollywood shit that you drank warm milk.
I have no idea.
I don't. I just take a couple sips of water and then I'm down. And that's only
I drink
because
tea.
I brush my teeth right before I go to bed, so the water's just to get like the toothpaste out of my mouth.
Oh, that's another thing. Doesn't toothpaste work on getting rid of zits as well?
It dries them up, but that's what I've heard. I never used it because I mean, if you fucking try to apply toothpaste on your body, it doesn't work. And like if you have any sort of hair on that area, it's just a hot mess. It just becomes a mess. And then you smell like mint for the rest of the day too.
Well, if you have hair over the area that you're trying to de-pimpleize, I don't think you like really cared about the pimple there.
No, yeah, I mean, I'm just saying.
Unless you're blonde.
Yeah, I'm just saying that, like, but if you have like any sort of hair, like it just has to be really, even if it's just real fine, like thin hair, like you just didn't shave and you got like 5 o'clock shadow or something, or you didn't shave like because you just hit puberty. If you didn't shave for like a week and you have like the startings of hair right there, it gets all up in that shit. Whereas honey, it'll kind of like, you know, just wash out. That stuff foams, and you know, I mean, you brush your teeth, it foams when you start brushing. It's all annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it lingers too.
So that smell lingers, and nobody wants to smell like toothpaste. Smelling like honey,
Well, maybe some.
you know, that's kind of nice.
Smelling like honey is probably gross.
Honey smells really great, though. Honey's tasty.
Yeah, but it doesn't smell like fruit or anything. It smells like just sugar.
Yeah, but it smells like. Otherwise, you're smelling like minty toothpaste.
It smells like fresh breath.
Yeah, you don't want fresh breath on like your cheek.
Sure you do. That's where your mouth is.
Yeah, no, I'm talking like to the far right or far left.
Unless you're putting toothpaste on your back.
What if it's on like your forehead? And your forehead smells fucking...
Wouldn't be the worst.
Who do you have that regularly smells your forehead?
Yeah.
I'm not saying that they're regularly smelling your forehead. I'm just saying that, you know, they might be around the forehead area.
Then they'll be like, oh, his breath, he brushed his teeth.
At the forehead?
I really doubt.
Goes to kiss you on the forehead, smells toothpaste.
Goes to kiss you on the forehead.
I'm just saying, it happens when you're in like the weird puberty relationships. It's not like, you know, a normal thing. I'm not saying that everybody goes around fucking kissing each other on the tops of the head. I'm just saying that it happens.
About that.
You don't know about that.
I don't know about that. I don't think I've ever been kissed on the forehead by a girl that I was in a relationship with.
Really?
My mom, maybe.
Have you kissed her on the forehead?
I have.
No.
Really? Because I heard that women love that.
Really?
Yeah, I've kissed girls on the forehead.
I heard that I mean, that's a generalization, probably a really sexist one, but I've just heard that like a good kiss on the forehead really kind of, you know, it's like it gives like some sort of trusty feeling.
Or on the neck, or the shoulders.
I have a neck and the shoulders.
That's where you're getting into the sexy area, though. Like
forehead is not not kissable.
I'm not saying like you go up and make out with it. I'm saying you just a peck on the forehead as a quarter like a good night.
Does not appeal to me.
Does not appeal to you? Okay, I wasn't saying that it would. I was just
I know. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying too. We're all just saying around here. You don't advocate a damn thing.
Not saying. I'm just saying.
It's just one of those days,
Just one of those days where we just say things.
Don't want to win.
Yeah. Because everybody's fucked.
No. We are not doing this right now. We're not doing this right now. I'm stopping this. No. Bad.
Good old Limp Bizkit.
Oh, yeah. The good
I
old
don't remember
Limp
the
Bizkit.
lyrics to it.
I'm sure he has some stories to tell.
I'm sure he does, too. Nobody wants to hear them.
Fred Durst.
I want to hear them.
You want to hear the stories from Limp Bizkit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fred Durst. He's probably got some stuff to say.
Yeah, I think that'd be pretty fucking hilarious.
Oh, God.
Why?
I just don't think I'd want to...
Want to what?
I don't think I want to hear his stories.
Why?
Because I just feel like, it's... some things are better left unknown.
Well, you don't think he has good things to say?
No, I'm sure that some things are really great that he has to say, but I feel like, I don't always want to know everything that happened. It's, some things
What
are
do
better...
you think happened?
I'm just saying I'm sure he has a lot of crazy stories. And I don't know that I
About
want to
what?
hear the
About
crazy
what?
ones. Everything. Women,
What would his stories be about, Slash?
He probably has some stories about women. He probably has some stories about, crazy performances. He probably has some, some stories about, fights. Probably gotten into a couple fights.
I've gotten into a couple fights. Nick's gotten into a couple fights.
I'm the only one who hasn't gotten into fights around here. That makes me feel pretty not manly.
I'm pretty sure Cody hasn't gotten in any fights.
Has Paul gotten into any fights?
Yeah, Paul's gotten in fights.
Yeah.
Like serious fights or like...
They're probably not the most serious, although
They weren't the most serious fights, but
I mean,
he's
I'm not-
gotten into fights.
I'm not calling him out or anything. I was just asking. Because I know
Yeah.
you got...
You think that's weird for Paul?
I know. I don't see Paul as the kind of man to fight with his fists. I see Paul as a man to fight with his words.
Yeah.
Paul's just that kind of guy. He's a smart guy. He's a persuasive guy. I've heard him talk. He's persuasive.
Yeah, he's persuasive.
I mean, I know you've gotten into some serious stuff, and I imagine Nick has gotten into equally serious stuff. Just by the way that he talks about jizzing in movie theaters. That's what I'm basing it off of.
That's what you consider serious stuff.
No, I'm saying that if a man has the balls to get fucking blown in a movie theater, then, he probably has the balls to get into a good fight, get in a good scrap.
If he has the balls to get blown in a movie theater...
Yeah, that takes some balls. That's an indecent exposure charge if you get caught by the wrong person.
No.
That's indecent exposure if you get caught by the wrong person.
Fucking, how many cops do you know that just go and
That's the thing. It doesn't have to be. Somebody could report you. It could just be an employee.
Nobody's gonna report you.
If an employee sees you, they call the cops. Like, hey, this guy's getting blown in my movie theater.
Actually, when I used to work at Albertsons, we caught a guy masturbating in the parking lot.
And you called the cops, didn't you?
I didn't, but...
Well, I mean, somebody called the cops.
Yeah, we had to call the cops.
Exactly. We had a guy fall asleep in the bathroom at Food Lion.
Oh man!
Like a hobo legit fell asleep in the bathroom, and they had to call the police.
He's having sex in the bathroom at Albertsons.
Damn. Did I tell you about the one time this chick at my high school got caught just fucking going at it in the bathroom by herself?
Really?
The teacher just walked into her on the sink, just going at it.
On the sink?
Yeah, she was like, that's the story I heard.
But you do it on the sink and not in the stall.
I don't know how this all happened.
In the stall, if someone walks in, you could be like, oh,
rumor.
she's kissing here.
It was a rumor.
Hot. I'm not gonna
but
lie.
I mean, I clearly did not walk into the women's restroom to see this, but I cannot imagine I could just not imagine walking into a restroom and just having some chicks just going at it on a sink. I'd be like, that's too much for me.
I don't know.
Like,
Depending on what mood I was in and how hot she was, I'd be like,
I think I would just turn around and walk right out.
just
Yeah,
walk in, open
if I
the
didn't
door,
know
and be
her,
like,
I'd be like, okay, I'm not getting involved.
yeah, no, I'm not going to the bathroom here. I will piss my own pants before I go into one of them stalls.
I don't know, man. If she's hot, I'd be like, hey, you need some help there. I mean, I have the
No,
tools.
that's considered rape.
That's considered. That's also like you're also
What do you
getting
mean
into,
that's considered rape?
you're getting into psycho girl territory anyway. You don't want to be there. Like,
Yeah, if I didn't know her, like if I wasn't familiar
even
with
if
her,
I knew her, I don't think I'd probably be like.
She was in a class, and I never talked to her at all. Even
I don't know. If I knew her, I'd tell her to put some damn pants on. The first thing I'd say, I'd look her straight in the eye and be like, put some damn pants on, and then I would turn around and walk out.
My first sexual experience was actually in the bathroom of school.
Wow, that's sexy. Surrounded by shit.
Sexy.
That's really classy.
Are you being sarcastic right now?
I wonder if he's being sarcastic.
Because I really do not find the bathroom, especially a school bathroom, hot or sexy or good.
Probably I was being sarcastic.
You're a weird guy.
No, I'm not saying that I was like really turned on by the fucking surroundings or anything. Shit.
I think I'd be too worried about touching the
that's the only thing.
balls of shit.
Great prom story at one of my old school I don't go to anymore. Chick broke a toilet. They broke a toilet doing it. They were doing it doggy style, and apparently they broke the fucking toilet in the stall.
I can go further than that.
Really?
My prom story, 2 people actually started having sex near the dance floor.
Oh, God.
They weren't dancing. It was like they more were just sitting down, and the girl was sitting on the guy's lap with like a really big dress. And she was kind of like riding his cock, and then the teacher figured it out, and he was like, yeah, you can't do that here.
That was the exact response. You can't do that here.
Well, yeah, what's he gonna do? Fucking cock slap him out of the fucking gymnasium? I mean...
Why would he disrobe? Why would he whip out his dick? That doesn't make any sense.
I can whip out my dick too.
Smacks him across the face.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
That's what I'm wondering, what he could possibly do that makes more sense than telling them to not be there.
I don't know.
It's like you can't do
Kill
that.
it with fire?
Really? He's gonna set the gymnasium on fire because 2 students are having sex.
I think it's a perfectly logical solution to the